Now, there are lots of people through the glass in the other talk room over there. One of them is your friend and mine, Chris the Greeky Builder.
Hello everybody.
Well, what a surprise that you're here again, Chris.
Well, it's the last one, all but one, so I thought I'd come down.
It's not the last one, that's tomorrow.
I said all but one,
right.
Stevie boy. And today I thought I'd see how it goes.
Take
I've got
over.
loads and loads of guests in here, and they're all females.
It's great, huh? Well, nearly all.
Nearly all. We have Kate, of course, everybody knows Kate.
Hi.
And we also have Barbara from Xhalki. Hi, Barbara.
Hello.
Good heavens.
Oh.
What happened? Did the island sink?
No, it didn't sink, but I managed to escape.
Oh, nice one. And also we have, I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name.
Mary.
Mary, quite contrary, with the champagne flow. We'll be having a chat with you later, yeah? So, shall we start off? This one is Blue Savannah.
No.
Get it right, Christopher. Phil Collins.
You chose these, didn't you?
I wish it would rain down.
I'm not sure if Chris is serious when he says he wishes it would rain down. He can't hear me at the moment because somebody's stolen some of our headphones, but never mind. Kate's going to talk to Barbara now.
And it was a great surprise to see Barbara sitting there waiting for us when we got to the studio today. But how on earth did you get here? You must have got blown over with all the winds.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, it was. And in fact, on Thursday, yesterday even, no boats went out at all. It was just so rough, the sea. But they managed to get out this morning so I could come and see you. But an indication of how rough the sea can get and how frightening it is 2 tourists were taken round to a beach on Xhalki called St George, which is about a half an hour boat ride on a good day from the main harbour. And the fisherman said he would pick them up at 4 o'clock. Meanwhile, the storm blew up and they thought there is absolutely no way this guy's going to be able to get in to pick us up. So they started hiking back over the mountain back to the main village. He did actually get back round there and he hung around for half an hour, but there was no trace of them on the beach. It was a sort of Reginald Perrin, he thought, but there was no sign. They managed to get to a small monastery called the Monastery of St George, and they spent the night there.
Was there anybody there to look after them?
No, no one. They just sort of found a cell that was open and tipped on the floor. Then they set off the next morning to hike back to Xhalki and got terribly lost because there were just little goat tracks. It's really difficult to
There's no signposts on Xhalki, actually.
No signposts. Oh, there are actually. There's Tarpon Springs Boulevard.
Right, yeah.
Let's not argue about the signpost, girl. Just get on with the story. Thank you.
Anyway, they managed eventually after 4.5 hours of walking to get back to Xhalki, by which time, of course, everyone had been alerted. The whole of the island was crawling over like ants looking for them, but they were safe and sound. But it was a nasty experience.
Danger and excitement on Xhalki.
Yeah.
The island where
Nearly a
Barbara often
tragedy.
says nothing happens. It sounds like bags of things were happening. It's very nice to see you, Barbara, in the studio, live, in person.
Thank you.
And you're a lot clearer here now instead of all the...
Yeah.
that it usually sounds like.
It's an extreme to go to, isn't it, to save 10 drachs?
Yes. Expensive phone calls in Greece, aren't they?
Yeah, this next song is by Talking Heads. I've heard the original a few times, and I'll be quite honest with you, I prefer Stevie's version in the evening in all the gigs he plays.
Flatterer.
Certainly gets the tourists going, and this is Psycho Killer by Talking Heads. That was Psycho Killer by Talking Heads. I still prefer Steve's version.
Barbara, you're looking as if you're about to say something.
Yes, I am, about chocolate.
About chocolate?
Yes.
Are you a chocolate fan?
I am. I'm a chocoholic.
Oh, no.
Absolutely. But it says that you eat chocolate in times of stress. I must be permanently under stress, as they say.
Well, you live on Xhalki, which is a very stressful place.
It is. So you need a lot of chocolate there. Well, apparently the English eat... It says English. Do you mean British? English
I don't mean anything, me. I'm just the cleaner around it.
British eat an average of 7 kilos of chocolate every year. And we're only third in the league, though, because the Norwegians eat 7.9 kilos. Well, I suppose haven't got a lot more else to do. And the Swiss, and they've got brilliant chocolate.
The Swiss, yes.
Brilliant
It's on their
chocolate.
doorstep, isn't it?
It is, yes.
As it were.
Yes, on their doorstep. They eat 9 kilos every year. Germans are fourth with 6.9 kilos.
That's close.
Yeah. And bottom of the European table are the Portuguese. They only eat 0.8 of a kilo every year. I don't know Why?
Obviously very laid-back people.
Obviously, they don't suffer from stress, but it doesn't say anything about the Greeks, so they are so laid back they don't need chocolate at all.
Probably a negative figure.
Well, it melts before they get it, that's what it is. It's all over their hands, it doesn't actually go in their mouth.
They make up for it with baklavas and kataifis and things like that.
I think they do.
They get their sweetness that way.
Did you bring any chocolate to the studio?
She ate it on the way.
Not champagne, what do you want, you know? And by the way, that feature was specially for Jean on Xhalki. Have you had your Mars bar fixed today, Jean?
That's the Smiths, Boy with the Thorn in His Side. And we've got a little boy in the studio, in fact, a very special guest in here that Chris is going to talk to now.
Hello, what's your name?
Tsambiko.
Tsambiko, that's a lovely name. And how old are you, Tsambiko? 1, 2, 3, yeah? 3 years old?
He's nearly 4, I think.
You're nearly 4? Oh, you're getting a big boy. And where do you live? Do you live on Rodos?
Yeah.
You got many friends there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask him.
Pardon?
Why don't you do it, Barbara?
I'd say some of your names, your friends' names. What's their names, your friends? Take your time. Poor little thing.
It's only 10 to 6. Plenty of time.
School's dumbstruck.
You'd like to say hello to your teacher on the radio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say hello, teacher.
Say hello, Kiriamavru.
Kiriamavru.
Is that your teacher? Oh, very nice. So when do you go back to school? Monday? Yeah, you've got to say yes. They can't see you nodding your head. That's little Tsambiko, who's nearly 4 years old, yeah? The next record to you? What's the next record, Stevie?
It's the Kinks, Chrissy.
It's the Kinks. And it's all day and all of the night.
Sign that man up, he's better than Christopher.
I know he is.
That was the Kinks, all day and all of the night. That's with little Tsambiko in the studio, who did very well there.
Yeah.
And Christopher's got a very, 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 very special announcement to make.
Very special announcement. Tomorrow is the 171st show of 959 International, the English-speaking programme. And tomorrow is, unfortunately, our last day for the summer of 1992. Oh, no. But our kind boss here has assured us of lots of champagne, beer, because tomorrow we're going to have a party.
You tell him, Chris.
We're going to have a party. So anybody, if you're on holiday, come up to the radio station. You know, maybe you not get a chance at home. If you come up, we're nice, friendly people up here, and you'd have a good time between the hours of, say, 4:30 till 6 o'clock. We're on air from 5 till 6, but come up about 4:30, get to know us, and have a drink.
That would be nice.
Κάνεις την παρουσίαση με ένα πολύ μικρό κόστος, χωρίς να υποχρεώνεσαι και καταφεύγεις σε διαφημιστικά μέσα που προσφέρουν λίγα. Προωθείς τα προϊόντα και τις υπηρεσίες σου, τουλάχιστον για ένα χρόνο στο
If this is all Greek to you, you might like to know that there is a handy newspaper called the Rodos News, and that it contains all sorts of useful information. It covers everything you'll need to know, including where to eat and drink, places of interest to visit, useful travel, health and sports tips, some tongue-in-cheek humour, and all the news you can use. That's the Rodos News. Get your copy now.
What? A home help? It's a home help too. Okay. A mature lady for a home help. All right, Chris?
Yep.
Okay.
Super.
Anything else to add there?
You're hired.
Right.
Right,
Which one are you going for then?
I'm going for the film star.
Well, would we ever
Get
guess?
down there.
I will do, actually, as soon as this show's
Keep
finished.
saying that.
I know.
Well, this show is still just alive and kicking. Got one more song, Chris. What does it happen to be?
This is to my mother, who hasn't phoned me for at least 2 months now.
Come on
Little
now.
message to her, I'm alive and kicking.
And that's all from 959 International for today. I'd like to thank all my studio guests. Chris, of course,
Thank
for
you.
coming in again.
Yeah.
And for Katie for coming along too. And especially to Barbara, who helicoptered in from Xhalki, especially for the show. It was nice to actually see you in person in the studio, Barbara. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Now I've seen Barbara, I think I'm going to Xhalki on Thursday.
And also thanks to Mary for coming in and bringing on little Tsambiko, who's
And
a
a
sort
thank
of
you to Steve.
future radio
for his
star.
help during the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you and goodbye. Join us again tomorrow for our last show. In fact, join us in person if you can up at the radio station here. We're on Lindos Avenue. Just jump in a cab, say 959 please, and they'll bring you right here. And it's going to be our last day and it's going to be a party. That's between, say, as Chris said, 4:30 and 6 o'clock. Between 5 and 6 we will be on the air, and of course you're very welcome to do your bit. So, it's goodbye from me, Steve Sutcliffe, until tomorrow at 5 o'clock at the same time. Have a very, very good evening. Bye.
Goodbye.
Yes.